Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is August 9th, and I want to congratulate you if you found this video here today. My accounts have been hacked. California and Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Google says I'll have them back in 4 to 5 days. We'll see how that goes. If I can never get those channels back for whatever reason, I will build the whole thing back up again here with the help, of course, with all my followers and subscribers. You know, this channel is not possible, and Pacific Northwest Weather Watch channel is not possible without you. So I hope that these videos do find you well. So let's take a look at what happened today. And you know, it's been a while since I've been able to do a video, but we've got a couple things to talk about. You can see the marine layer up and down the coastal areas. It didn't intrude too far, excuse me, inland this morning, but it did burn back a bit as we went through the afternoon hours. I mean, I guess there's some areas there. Monterey Bay looks like it actually crept in a little bit more and still hung out right along the immediate coastline. But look at the thunderstorm activity. If I toggle back and forth, Peninsula Range out there towards San Bernardino County, just north of Riverside County, had a thunderstorm. You can see it did do a couple lightning strikes. And then the anvil drifts off to the east kind of harmlessly as we go through the evening hours. You can see the sun starting to set, and we still have some of that thunderstorm activity going on across portions of Arizona. So we do have a repeat potentially tomorrow in some of these same areas. If you saw some of that cumulus cloud build up, if you're across Los Angeles County or wherever you might have been, San Diego, looking off to the east, off in the distance, that was going on. We did have some lightning strike activity here today. And we also have the Gifford fire ongoing. If we scroll back towards last night, you can see the glow there that is the Gifford fire, up over 113,000 acres, the largest fire in the state of California this year. And you can also see it as I move along with the marine layer bumping around along the coastline. But yeah, still producing quite a bit of smoke with this fire. Now, lightning strikes last 24 hours, we saw that. There we go, right south of the California border, and the one right across San Bernardino County. Again, potential repeat tomorrow. Now, if we look at that for tomorrow, the high resolution rapid refresh, the scroll all the way on in towards Sunday, and there it goes, pops off across Peninsula Range and right on the Riverside San Bernardino County line. So yeah, we have that thunderstorm potential again tomorrow. Widely scattered, but still, if you're underneath one of these, you can get some dangerous lightning strikes here and maybe some gusty winds or whatnot. And it will look kind of interesting out there as well. So if you are a storm chaser across Southern California, maybe take a trip out to the desert areas and see if you can catch that thunderstorm tomorrow. Now, taking a look here, we're going to look at a wider view of things here. The Hawaiian Islands, the bottom left. This is a big ridge of high pressure out over the Pacific Ocean. It's helping to ramp up the temperatures, and that's why we have been so warm here over the last couple of days. But we are going to go through a cooling trend coming up here. I'll show you that more here in a moment. Now, if I scroll through here and we go on in through August 10th, where we go through August 11th, you see this ridge of high pressure kind of retreating there. So that's going to help cool us down a little bit. We start to get another trough trying to swing down through the Pacific Northwest. We still have some ridging here across the Southwest, pretty typical for this time of year, though. Now, taking a look over the next few days. So this is for this afternoon. The European did show a little bit of that precipitation with some of that thunderstorm activity. But as we scroll on in towards Sunday or Sunday afternoon, maybe again something similar, we go through Monday afternoon. Stray shower popping off on some of the southern Sierra Nevada there, but that coverage is going to increase here as we go through Tuesday afternoon. You see it gets up towards Lake Tahoe. You got to watch out if you're across the higher terrain. Some of that thunderstorm activity will be returning to the Sierra Nevadas on Tuesday afternoon. We go to Wednesday afternoon and something similar there as well. Maybe not up towards Lake Tahoe there, but still east slopes, Sierra Nevada on through Nevada and portions of the southern Sierra Nevada there as well. And maybe again, the transverse range, should mention that maybe a thunderstorm here across some of the extreme portions of southeast California and portions of Arizona as well. Now, taking a look at the Gifford fire, I do want to show you here. You don't need me to tell you that smoke's been making things kind of miserable air quality wise out there. And you can see it does flare up in the afternoon hours. This is now Sunday night on in through Monday morning. That smoke drifting around, and the fire continues to flare up as we go through the afternoon hours. So you can kind of see that smoke is kind of drifted all the way back up across some of the Sacramento Valley, and it's really kind of blanketing a lot of Southern California by the time we go towards Monday afternoon, and really all the way up until Monday afternoon, at least it looks like. And there's the air quality index. You can kind of zoom in on this map, and you can see squarely where the Gifford fire is, and you can see across portions like Riverside, there's Ontario here. We're not looking at very good air quality, but again, you don't need me to tell you that if you're out and about. Now, looking at the Gifford fire, 113,000 acres, only 21% contained, so it is still going to burn probably for a few more days and still continue to produce smoke. Looks like, did they actually cause? Still under investigation. Okay, maybe it would be human caused, but I didn't see much lightning during the time frame when this fire got going, but we'll see how that goes. And there are some camera views that you can look at that as well. You can see all the smoke kind of drifting around. This is pointed at generally the Gifford fire, and you can kind of see some of these webcams out there as well in what direction I'm pointing. But yeah, a lot of smoke out there. So this is the day one outlook. You notice they didn't have that thunderstorm potential here across Southern California. So we know something that the Storm Prediction Center doesn't. And look at day two. You might get that thunderstorm activity popping up down there. Again, not widespread enough for them to include it. But, you know, if you're underneath one of those cells, it can be a bit impactful. Fire danger here. Take this with a grain of salt here as well. A lot of the state is still under some elevated fire danger. Now the heat. So this is Eureka, California, and this is, what is this, August 12th? Looks like they have the date wrong. It looks like 2023 heat advisory, but this does apply for the 8th and 9th. I don't know what's going on here, so cross that out and ignore that. But we are dealing with some warm temperatures out there. This is for today and for tomorrow, still some warm temperatures. This is for August 9th through 11th. Sacramento National Weather Service. This was updated Sunday, August 10th. Well, I guess the National Weather Service is living in the future here, unless I got my dates wrong. I think it is still August 9th. But yeah, they're probably putting this out here once they go overnight. And I know they are dealing with a little bit of staffing issues as well. So they probably put this out and, you know, whatever. But yeah, you can see we are dealing with some moderate and even some major kind of sprinkled in there as well, including Chico, California. And again, this goes all the way through Monday, August 11th. Now, this goes all the way on in through Sunday. I wanted to mention it here also, kind of an increased risk of rip currents and sneaker waves along some of the coastal areas. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Don't take your eyes off your kids and pets. Don't turn your back on the ocean. It can be difficult to see some of these sneaker waves. Now, elevated fire conditions all the way through Tuesday, August 12th. Let's see. I think they have their dates right here. This was issued yesterday on August 8th. But you can see some of the max temperatures here as we go. And once you get inland, look at Northridge 103, Pasadena 95, Lancaster 106. But of course, the coastal areas are cooler. And you can also see the low relative humidities across some of these interior areas. So easy for fires to start. Now, this is San Joaquin National Weather Service, Hanford, San Joaquin Valley. You can see Bakersfield. We got that heat advisory out there as well. Now, this is San Diego. I mean, look at some of the differences between some of the coastal areas. You're looking at San Diego. There's probably some upper 60s right along the immediate coastline there if you search hard enough. And then you look, this is for Monday. Palm Springs, 116 degrees. Thermal, 114. Borrego Springs, 114. I mean, look at some of these temperatures. These are just ridiculous. Big Bear, 85 degrees. San Bernardino, 101. But again, if you want to beat the heat, look at Oceanside. Nice, comfortable 77 degrees. You go inland a little bit, you start to warm up. There's Anaheim at 86, Ontario at 97. So here we go today, Sunday. Sorry, this is for tomorrow, Sunday. We're not going to do today's temperatures right now. We're going to look at tomorrow. So again, another very warm day across the Sacramento Valley, all the way down through the San Joaquin Valley. Desert area is very hot. And again, if you want to beat the heat, you can always go out to the coastline if you're that mobile. And we go through Tuesday, a little bit of cool down here, but still very warm. But there's Wednesday. We go Thursday, Friday, nice cooling trend here as we go towards next weekend. So I know a lot of people are going to like to hear that. You know, I'm probably not going to hear many complaints on that. But yeah, we are going to be going through this cooling trend as this ridge starts to back up away from the west coast of North America. Now, 6 to 10 day, look at this nice below normal signal. I believe this is updated today. Yes, August 9th. This date is correct. Okay, there we go. So yeah, below normal across the west coast as we go through August 15th through 19th. Not bad to see. 6 to 10 day, a little bit of a monsoon season signal starting to show up there for Arizona and New Mexico in that same time frame, but there is that below normal kind of clip in California as well. We'll see how this turns out. We'll get you a better picture than that here over the next few days. 8 to 14 days, still kind of a mixed bag, but some below normal as well. And again, a little bit of a monsoon season signal as we go through the second half of August. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to get a video out here and make sure that everybody knows that I still plan on doing the California Weather Watch page. Pacific Northwest, both have been hacked. They were on the same email out there. So yeah, it's a shame, but we'll see how it goes. Google says I should have access here in a few days. And what else? Hope you guys are enjoying the rest of your day. Again, this will be the backup channel from here on out. So if you ever see me not do any briefings for a while or any forecasts for a while, go ahead and check me out on this page right here. This is, a separate deal. I'll try to be a little bit more, have a little bit more of some redundant safety here if I do lose one of my channels, and I'll use this one for the backup. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Otherwise, click like and subscribe if you would, and I will talk to you guys later.